This is SkyEye, and it's a helmet that I invented to protect soldiers from a growing threat in modern warfare: drones. It combines stabilized hardware with a custom-built detection algorithm to continuously scan the skies and warn soldiers of incoming drone threats before it's too late. SkyEye has been tested to detect drones across wide altitude of ranges, at varying speeds, in different weather and lighting conditions, and even when partially covered. It's fully self-powered, so soldiers never have to worry about recharging, even in the battlefield. And the entire system was built for under $100. The system consisted of both hardware and software, which was composed of multiple modules. On the hardware side, we designed 6 modules: eye, pose, energy, motor, protector, and central processing unit. The eye module is a vision of the SkyEye helmet. It's responsible for constantly watching the sky. When I started designing, I was first considering an ultrasonic and LiDAR sensor. Ultrasonic was cheap but had a short 4-meter range. LiDAR had a very narrow field of view and was too expensive. So I chose a wide-angle camera. It offers more than 100 degrees of view, a range over 100 meters, and is affordable. I tested 9 different cameras. Some had issues with sunlight overexposure, others had limited view. After balancing image quality, field of view, and price, I selected this one. The eye module uses a USB connection instead of a ribbon cable to allow full rotation without strain. I also designed a 3D printed custom case to protect it from dust and light rain during field use. To keep the camera in the eye module always facing up, I designed a pose module that reacts every time the helmet moves. I used the MPU 6050 sensor to detect the angle and pose of the helmet. It constantly sends this data to the Raspberry Pi, which calculates how to adjust the motors. I created a double motor system. One motor controls horizontal movement, the other vertical, so the gimbal can always rotate on 2 axes. This keeps the camera stable and always aimed at the sky, even if the soldier moves. Both the motor module and the pose sensors are wired directly to the central processing unit, a 3D case also designed to connect and protect the double motor system. To control all the modules in SkyEye and run the detection algorithm, I needed a central processing unit that was small, powerful, and affordable. I compared Arduinos to the Raspberry Pi. Arduinos cannot handle image processing or multitasking, so I chose the Raspberry Pi for its power and flexibility. Powering the entire SkyEye system without relying on external electricity was critical. Battlefields don't come with charging stations. I selected a lightweight 10,000 mAh lithium battery capable of powering the 5-watt system for about 10 hours. To make it fully self-sustaining, I added a solar charging unit with 20 compact panels. Each panel produces 0.06 amps at 5 volts, providing a combined output of over 6 watts, enough to offset the system's power usage. In real tests, the solar array delivers over 5.5 volts on sunny days and still above 5 volts even on cloudy days, allowing SkyEye to run completely wire-free all day without external charging. After building the electronics, I needed to protect them, especially the Raspberry Pi and wiring, from dirt, debris, and impacts on battlefield. My first attempt was using foam, but it failed. It was too fragile. So I switched to a custom 3D printed shell. I used photogrammetry to scan the helmet and created a precise 3D model by adding colored dots at reference points. Then I designed and printed a snug, durable cover with my Ender 3D printer. Now, SkyEye's core stays protected, no matter how rough the conditions are in the battlefield. To make the helmet truly smart, I had to build a software that can detect flying drones no matter the environment, but that came with some tough challenges. The weather changes. Sun, clouds, even light rain can blur visibility. Lighting changes from bright daylight to deep shadows at dusk or dawn. And the camera's view is often blocked by debris, plant, or branches. The camera itself is low cost, which means limited resolution. And everything is running on a small Raspberry Pi, so I had to work with very little memory and processing power. So I built my own drone detection algorithm using AI and computer vision to handle those challenges. I didn't need SkyEye to just work in theory. I needed it to work in the real world. So I tested it in some of the toughest battlefield like environments that I could simulate. I first tested SkyEye at different heights, starting from just 10 meters all the way up to 120 meters, so high that the drone was barely visible to the naked eye. Even then, SkyEye was able to detect it with impressive accuracy. Next, I tested the system at different times of day, from early morning till late evening. Despite dramatic changes in lighting, SkyEye kept working reliably. I also tested it in all kinds of weather: bright sun, heavy clouds, and even a light rain. SkyEye kept detecting drones in every condition. I flew drones at a range of speeds, from slow 10 kilometers per hour flights to high speed passes over 60 kilometers per hour. SkyEye tracked them all without losing focus. And finally, I simulated real battlefield environments. Branches, debris, and uneven terrain blocked the camera. Even when the camera was partially obstructed, SkyEye filtered out the noise and still detected the drone. Across every test in every condition, SkyEye proved that it can handle the toughest battlefield condition reliably without fail. I invented SkyEye as not just a high tech gadget, but as a second pair of eyes to watch what the soldier can't, to guard them while they guard others. It's durable, affordable, and also real world tested. And while it might not be able to stop the war, it might just bring one more soldier home.